What's up, guys, and good morning, and welcome to a new freaking video. How's that sound, hearing it live?
As I've heard, this burns in my brain.
Yeah,
I
perfect.
have nightmares about that sentence.
We are right now with Scott, Coop, and then Franker's back there. I was feeding Frank some steak this morning. He was just like, but we're just taking next to Abbotsford right now. We're gonna have a team workout minus Curtis. Been a minute since we've been to Abbotsford, so.
This is actually where Curtis is staying
yes.
tonight.
Oh, good morning, Curtis.
Curtis getting out.
Breaching the tent. Good morning. Pop up a picture of Kurt right there. You gotta find like a picture of like Kurt all fucked up with his hair everywhere.
Well, use that mirror selfie where he's all shredded.
Homeless shredding.
Yeah, homeless.
We're gonna pop into this workout. We'll check it in the warehouse. So we'll see you guys on the other side.
This is the star member of the team right here, Mr. Frank. Say hello.
Frank, come on. Yeah.
How many was that? Damn. What are you doing up there?
Get an angle. New toy, Frank? Hold on. Get him. Up, come on, get him. There you go. Good boy. So for those of you guys who are like new to the channel, there's at one point where I moved out to Abbotsford, and I just like every time I come back to Abbotsford, I miss it. It's like in Vancouver-ish, like an hour outside. It's very small town farm vibes, but I do quite enjoy it, and I kind of like miss it when I come here because when I was here, like in Miami, it's very like grind, but here the weather's like darker. Usually it's a beautiful day today, so you're just kind of like very like dark grind warrior mode, and I kind of miss that, but I wouldn't want it again. But I don't know, I kind of miss it. It's weird to say. So we're gonna go check out this very important thing right now. So the for sublease sign backwards. Obviously I talked about in Calgary how we are moving our facility from Abbotsford to Calgary and kind of like why we're doing this. I talked about the rent, the numbers, and things like that. But yeah, wild shit. Did everyone miss Curtis?
Probably not. They never see my face anymore.
Because he's so handsome and he hates being on the camera.
No, you guys have left me.
Is my back hot?
Ew, you're disgusting.
Yeah, that's me.
Why are you wearing a long sleeve? It's like 32 degrees out there.
I had to jump in calls. I'm so busy. I couldn't even put a shirt on. Cooper, stop texting me. God damn it. Well, Curtis, we miss you dearly, but we're going to have to go now and leave you with the move. I probably can't hear you anyways. I'll just dub over being like, yeah, I got it. It's all good. Move's going to be fine. I'm going to come give you a little interview later on. Give me one word of how it's been without me and Cooper. Peaceful, relaxing, zen.
No, I mean, definitely stressful, lonely at times.
Do you miss us all living together in Abbotsford?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Coop, why did we all move to Abbotsford in the first place?
I do wish we kept that place. So, lonely, sad.
I mean, stressful, obviously.
Stressful. We also just had our main like warehouse employee quit, which was planned because we did tell him we were going to exit, but he left about a month earlier, which has caused a lot of stress to the situation as well. But yeah, Kurt's been here solo, so we're looking for more people. It's been a hell of a lot of work, and we thank him for it. But Scott's editing.
Scott, you come in once a week.
I ask you if you want help every time I'm here. And what's your response? You're gonna fuck it all up. No.
Yeah.
He's a hot chick. You have to just know.
Would it benefit me to train him in the long run? Absolutely. But I'm sure people know. Just sometimes you don't have time for that. When stuff needs to get out, you got to do it. People that know how to do it, got to do it. Instead of, oh, okay, got to hit the beach.
Good talk. I'm gonna bring you guys downstairs to talk about the rest and more details in the move. So as you already heard from the talk with Curtis, employees and employment are really tough in Abbotsford. Abbotsford has been a great spot for us, and it was at one point very cheap rents, but the city, as I talked about in the Calgary video, cranked up the taxes by quite a bit. So we're paying almost double from what we kind of agreed upon with our landlords and things like that, and it's not their fault. But the rent has literally jumped up by double due to taxes from the city. So at this point, we're like, obviously we can afford to be here and things like that, but it's like, why bleed so much money every month if there's so many like better kind of opportunities in other places? You guys know we're gonna move to Calgary anyways the next few years, so we're like, fuck it, like taxes go up, let's put up the building for sublease, which it's for sublease right now. So if you know of anyone that wants it, by all means. But as you can see, warehouse is already kind of empty. We moved out some of our 3PL clients as well. And then we've already started moving some better body stuff to the Calgary, as we already have that space. If that beeper is bothering you, sorry. But yeah, it's obviously a massive warehouse space, 30-foot high ceilings, 12,000 square feet. The ceilings make it pretty crazy in terms of size and how big the warehouse is. So we do like that. But essentially that's the biggest reason without running like a massively long clip here. Essentially, those are the reasons. We only plan to move to Calgary. Our lease is up in 2 years. Taxes went up by the city of Abbotsford. Thank you, city of Abbotsford. Shout out for your second tax increase, which I think it's actually better for us in the long run. And I'm kind of happy it happened now. This space is massive. We need a big space like this, but we don't need a space that costs us this much money. If this was in like Vancouver too, it would be like double the price of what it is. So again, we're gonna go to Calgary. We have a place being built out for us, and we're gonna be spending like 75% less on actual warehouse space. And why it's important is because, you know, we're a bootstrap company, moving from doing $0 a year to now being an 8-figure business, all bootstrapped with our own capital, my own capital. So yeah, we need more money to buy more inventory. The US sales are absolutely booming, so all of our resources have gone to the US over the years. Canada, again, as I talked about before, hasn't grown a ton because of that, because we don't have the capital to keep buying more inventory. This whole rent thing, which I think we should have done a while ago, these big savings in rent is going to allow us to buy a lot more inventory to Canada and grow the Canada business as it deserves. That's why I still don't pay myself from this business and things like that. It's just because there's so much money that can be gone into inventory. The demand with this business is absolutely crazy, so we just want to keep on growing the absolute pants off the brand, and it's as simple as that. So I am gonna totally like miss this warehouse, this space. We have a lot of memories here, a lot of like growth in better bodies happened here, and there's the beeping again, but it's a sick spot. I'm glad we're on to other things. We just need to sublease the building, so we won't have it for too long, as now we are paying for 3 warehouses instead of just 2. So that's always exciting, but I do think that'll go pretty quickly. So in a nutshell, that's why we're here for all of August. Obviously, we're logging in some time with Frank. He's gonna be coming down to Miami, I think in October for a month, because the guy hates the cold. So we'll get him out of the cold here big time. He just wants to go to his bed. But yeah, that's essentially why me and Kubrov came for a whole month in August, was to help facilitate the move. Again, you saw me open up the keys to the Calgary warehouse, which was awesome. But the biggest thing again is to really just get this facility in a very clean state. So when we have to move everything, everything's on pallets, it can be loaded into semi trucks, and it's very simple. Really all that's left is like the upstairs. We have like offices, desks, we have the whole gym. We're gonna move to Bean, like I was saying earlier. Again, all the returns will be sorted. We know everything that we want to bring to the next facility. So the move in a nutshell should be fairly simple. It never is, it never works out like that. But again, in a nutshell, the move should be pretty simple, and we're gonna know more or less what we're getting ourselves into. Again, this is the company's like 6th warehouse move in our 4 years of business. So this is our bread and butter. We know how to do it very quickly, efficiently, and with the existing team. Again, the only barrier is that we're really lacking in employment in Abbotsford right now, which makes everything very difficult, because a lot of it's going to fall on Curtis, because it's very difficult to kind of find people for 2 months, which we're actually looking for. If you know someone, or if you need a job the next 2 months in Abbotsford, let us know, because we do need the help here pretty bad. All right, guys, so we are filming some Better Body content right now. To take you behind the scenes, also be in the Better Body vlog, doing a bunch of durability tests, but nice change of outfits. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. We're feeling tired. We don't wanna do this, but it should be some good content.
For test number 1, we're gonna be testing our dumbbells and dropping them from a reasonable height that you would actually encounter in the gym.
All right, guys, we got done with some really cool content today. All that like destruction, like durability testing stuff is gonna turn out great. We have to film some more of it next week. And then we also did a whole bunch of instructional videos for a fold squat rack and a couple other things We really like to do videos versus just like the paper instructions. Some of the stuff can be more complicated to build, so this comes across a lot more clear to the customers and makes it really kind of simple. It also is kind of cool because you get to engage with us as you build the stuff. So I don't know, I like it that way. I think it's worked very well for us so far, and I want to continue that for sure. I didn't get in front of the whiteboard today to kind of break you guys down about the costs with Canada and our 2 warehouse situations, but I do want to do that. So we'll do that over the weekend, next week at some other point before this vlog goes up. And then, yeah, we'll hit the ride home. And I'm also going to explain another negative about being out in Abbotsford and having a team that still lives in Vancouver. Scott and I are headed back home, and another interesting negative aspect of Abbotsford is a lot of the core crew lives in Vancouver, so it's about an hour away, and the city is always pretty bad with traffic. So basically the drive should be about 35 minutes, let's say, but it usually always takes an hour, hence why I said an hour away, because it's all just bumper to bumper. And the crazy thing is, like, the path that we take, we're counterflow. So what that means is all of like the true rush hour commuters, they'll commute from the cheaper place to live, Abbotsford, to Vancouver, where all like the jobs are and, you know, a ton of work is, majority of it. Because out in Abbotsford, there's not as many, obviously, careers, jobs, stuff like that. People work from home, things like that, but you guys get the point. So a whole nother thing that Curtis has gone through, and Scott, that it can take 3 hours a day to get to and from the warehouse at times when there's bad traffic, at least 2. So it's a whole other thing. It's just getting the team out of this is a big thing, so you can use and delegate those 2 to 3 hours a day on more important stuff in the business. So a whole another thing about us moving from Abbotsford, yes, you know, the biggest reason is the financial reason, but there's so many benefits we keep seeing as we kind of look more and more into this. Funny fact too, or funny fact, something like that. Who knows? We actually were looking at moving to Calgary when we moved from our first East Vancouver warehouse all the way to, really gonna go into Calgary with the same business partners I have out there, just with a different company. So we were gonna take out a nice big space there, and it probably would have been great, and we should have done it a while ago, but Abbotsford was a good learning experience, great foundation for the company, and we're all very excited to get to Calgary. Today is, what day is it? Wednesday. We got back from the wedding Monday morning, and we already got ourselves a sick little bike we just picked up on Marketplace. I got a very good deal on this one. I was at my physio today, and I think my ankle might be fractured. Like I have to get an x-ray tomorrow, but I was like, you know what, man, like, I'm riding the Peloton. It's been so sunny here. I was like, damn, I needed to get outside again. So got the bike, got an amazing deal on this. The Trek, I don't even know what it's called. It's a sick Trek. I might even ship this one down to Miami. It's so nice. It is a sick bike. I'll get some more photos of it, unload it when I kind of get closer to home. But yeah, pumped. Trek Mad One, Mad One, M-A-D, Mad One? I think so. Sick upgraded tires. This thing is sick. Pumped. All right, here's the bike. So sick. Frank, what do you think? Super sick bike. All right, today is not my day because we used permanent marker on the whiteboard and the mic wasn't on. Surprise, surprise. Kurt, fuck you. You laughing? So I'm gonna try to do this again. I already have my pie charts here, so bear with me because it's permanent marker. Let's see if permanent marker washes off. Oh, nope, that's on for good. Okay. The whole premise of this video, Canada is not in a bad situation with the business. All we're trying to do is optimize our cash flow so we can grow faster. So fun, exciting business talk, but this is real life. So essentially what happens in business, you have a company that you're scaling where you need to buy goods, inventory in order to scale. Usually you need to have 33% of cash on hand in order to get to that revenue number. For example, if you're doing 10 million in sales, you likely need around 3.3 million of cash just sitting around to pay your employees, buy more inventory, and to properly scale. If you don't have that, you're gonna run into constant cash flow pinches. So with Better Body Canada, we have this issue where we're trying to grow really fast, but we don't have enough cash flow in order to do so. The business keeps doubling every year. It's very exciting, but at the same time, it puts a lot of stress on the internals. We don't want to be stressed out, and the easiest thing to do is just to bring down our expenses. And the easiest one and our biggest expense right now is our actual Canada warehouse, because as we talked about, the taxes within this facility went up so much that they are as much as our actual rent. So we pay our rent, price per square foot isn't bad, and the taxes are almost the exact amount. In Texas, we don't pay taxes. So right now, we're gonna use this as an example because we've already written above. Canada, this is Canada's operating cash flow. About, let's say 25% of it is going to rent, and the remaining 75% is going to employees, contractors, growing the business, buying more inventory, things like that. So an easy switch for us to do is do the move to Calgary, because it's gonna make our rent it's gonna make our rent 10% of our sales versus 25%. So this is gonna be massive, because now we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars in actual savings per year in order to get more employees, you know, invest in more samples, buy more inventory, scale the business more. All of that is going to contribute on an annual basis to allowing us to grow Better Body Canada way faster than what it currently is. It's really as simple as that. So that all being said, I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this talk. I hope you guys like listened to it. I don't want to say I like dumbed it down, but I just tried to make it as simple as possible, because I wouldn't really know how to kind of understand this stuff myself a few years ago. So I'm just trying to make it very simple, because we've been through it, we made all the mistakes. So hopefully I can help someone not make as many mistakes as we did and actually learn something and take away something from this video. So that all being said, guys, I really appreciate you watching. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. Leave a comment, like it, and subscribe. And we're gonna see you in the friggin' next video. Cheers.